I'd like to welcome you inside of the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Witt Field here in Thermopolis. Um, sorry about that. Welcome you back here. We messed up a little bit as to who the teams are. I thought Wyoming Gas doubleheader was today. That's actually on Thursday. Today, Shaffer Construction has their doubleheader, so they are playing Flames. Thank you. They are playing Flame City instead of Wyoming Gas. So Shaffer Construction, my bad. So that matchup I was talking about that I thought was on Thursday. Well, they're playing Thursday still, but that matchup no, they're not playing Thursday. So this will be the last regular season meeting, I believe, between Flame City and Shaffer Construction. But either way, this has serious playoff implications here as to who's going to get the higher seed, Shaffer Construction or Flame City. If you look down on the bottom of your screen on the record sheet here, Flame City sitting at 1-6, coming off a win against Shaffer actually on Thursday. And Shaffer Construction 2-4. Obviously, they just lost that game against Wyoming Gas. If Flame City wins this game, depending on what the runs allowed and the runs for whatever the run differential is, this could determine who takes that second spot. And if you would have came up to me, even a week ago and said, "Hey, Flame City is going to be in a position to take the second seed," I wouldn't have believed you. I would have thought you were full of crap. But no, Shaffer Construction on a 4-game skid after starting the season 2-0, they have fallen dramatically here, and it's not looking good as we head into the dying stages of the season. Shaffer Construction has 1 game left after this, and they are really not looking in a good situation. They have to win these next 2 games to hang on to that second seed. If Flame City does not win this game, they are in very serious trouble in terms of that second seed. We're about ready to start here. Joe Martinez takes the mound. Stepping up to the plate first for Shaffer Construction is Sadie. Had a decent game in the Wyoming Gas game earlier, and we are underway. Delivers the pitch. And that is going to be called a ball. 0-0 score here. Top of the first. 0 outs. Martinez delivers the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. So I think it's either a 2-1 or a 1-1. I don't know which one. Not so sure if I missed the first pitch or not. The audience could probably yell at me for that because it's on camera. Swung on and hit out toward left. Hit out on the third base line and safe! Gets on the bag safely as the throw by Martinez is not in time. And 1 on after one at bat. And we got a storm system kind of creeping over the mountains there. I'm not sure it'll be here in time for the game, if at all. But the storms have been kind of hit and miss today. Had a couple of rain showers earlier this afternoon, so anything is possible. Heck, a storm system could develop right on top of us, so you never know. Weather could always play a factor, especially as we head into, this is still kind of our, Wyoming's starting to get into their storm season. So swung on and hit out towards center. Parker's going to field the throw here, and it'll come into second runner will come into second here, Sadie will, as Dennis is going to get his first hit of the ball game in his first try. Stepping in now is going to be the pitcher, Mary. And according to our card, Hunter Bartholomew will not be starting initially here. They got 12 batters. They had 14 in that last game. The 12 is the max for this league. So Bartholomew being the 13th man in the lineup, he's going to have to sub it out until later he's going to have to sit on the bench until later this game. So pretty unfortunate there, but got to stay within the rules. If everybody shows up, not really much you can do. It just shows how active of a team Shaffer Construction is. It must be in their contract or something. If you don't show up to this game, you're fired. But the base hit there by Sadie is going to get them loaded here. The base is loaded to start the game here against Flame City. And they are looking, remember, this is a revenge game here after they had lost and given Flame City their first win. Hit to left. That is Simpson, the cleanup hitter. And we got honks coming from the over the hill from the fans here as Sadie and Dennis come in to score the first runs of the ball game. That is Shaffer Construction. We'll change the graphics during the intermission. So we have the teams listed the wrong way here. Flame City is the home team. Shaffer is the away team, it looks like. So we apologize. We got our graphics mixed up. We'll change that during the intermission. And there we go. Strike one. Still no outs here. Jackie up to bat. Batting fifth in the lineup. She has inherited a runner in scoring position. Swung on and missed strike two. Sorry. Looking for the first out of the ball game here. Shaffer Construction's already scored two. Everyone's in the dirt. 1-2 count. Swung on and hit toward third. And that will pave the way here. Third and tagged out. And Mary will be the first out of the ball game here as she tried to go to third but was tagged out by Roman. And with that is one. That's one gone here in the top of the first. Once again, the sun coming down the hill. We apologize that it's in the view of the camera. There's not really much we can do about that. That one's kind of hit on the ground there. Throws to first, and that is an easy out there, but the runners will advance into scoring position. So not all bad for Flame City on that one. So two gone off of the out by Coulter, and now Lisa is going to come up here to bat. Saw her late in the game, I believe, in that last game. Riley Shaffer is on deck, by the way, batting late in the lineup again. Flips it to first, and the out. And Flame City prevents the run from scoring, and that will end the top half of the inning. We'll be right back. You're watching Adult Softball on TBSN. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the ball field complex here. Bottom of the first inning here as Flame City 307 will have their first opportunity to bat. We got the graphics fixed. Flame City is now the home team on as far as our scoring graphics are concerned. We had the thing flipped around, so we apologize for that. Darren Elder up to bat now for Flame City. His other half key is going to be on deck. Brian in the hole. Brian Parker. The first three we could actually attribute last names to, so that's good. Swung on, and that one's going to be a line drive right to the pitcher. Reminds me of Cobb for the Tampa Bay Rays. He got hit in the head. I guess not really the same comparison, but still, every time a pitcher gets hit by a line drive, that's kind of what I think about. Is that one Rays pitcher back in like 2013. But Elder will get on base, but at the cost of a few bruises probably after that. Key Elder up to bat. She was doing double duty here Played for Wyoming Gas in that last game as a substitute. So, looks like strike one was called there. Swung on, and that one's hit to left. And that is going to slide on through into the outfield, and that is going to put a runner on third. So the two elders in scoring position, check that actually, in the corners. Darren on third, Key on first, and it's still very weird using their first names as they were former teachers of mine. Well, Key was a substitute at the high school, but Darren Elder was my math teacher, so it's very, very weird calling him by his first name. But, I'm 3 years removed from high school, so I don't care. And that one is hit back, and you can forget about it. Brian Parker, another home run on the year. He's got to be the home run champion right now on the season. He hit 2 home runs in one game that we had on air about, I think it was last week on Thursday. But he has had a fantastic second half of the season in terms of slugging. I think this is his 3rd home run of the year. He's had a very good year at the plate in this second half. A little bit slow in the first, but I say that, but he's gotten on base a lot in the first, but he has started making balls leave the yard here in the second. In the dirt for ball 2 there. And while I was yapping, there was a ball called there. So it is a 2-1. It's a 2-0 count. Swung on and popped up toward the left field area, and that one will drop for a base hit. And she will just lightly jog to first. Had no worry in the world right there. Oh, speaking of which, 3-2 game now as Flame City got that 3-run home run. Forgot to update the scoring pylon. We apologize for our audience who are watching rather than listening. Stepping in now is going to be Roman playing for Flame City, one of the Wyoming Gas transplants. And strike with a perfectly placed pitch down the middle. Very rare to see a pitch in a game here in this league. Very rare to see a strike in this game called that's not swung on. That one's a little too deep, though. 1-1 count. Apologize that the sun is blocking. It's kind of omitting Roman from the frame here, but we apologize. Not much we can do about God and the sun. Swung on and hit towards center. Shaffer was put out to the outfield, and throw is offline. Gets the second baseman off. That is not her fault in the slightest. Just an offline throw by Shaffer to bring in 2 on the bag here. A great base hit. And Roman's just a power bat for Wyoming Gas. And looks like Flame City, of course, taking the free agent, trying to get the most players they can on the roster. They got 10 here on the sheet. That one is a little bit too deep there, ball 1. Swung on, and that one makes contact to the shortstop, and it's going to be... Oh, the throw to third is not in time. She is safe, and that is going to put a runner in position to score. Actually, 2 runners in scoring position now. Roman at second, and then I think that's Jess in third. And here comes the man to try and bring him home. Batting 7th is Andrew in the dirt, ball 1. 3-2 ball game here, bottom of the first inning here in Thermopolis. You are watching adult softball brought to you by the Hot Springs County Recreation District. And that one perfectly placed, strike 2, her second called strike, I believe, of the inning. Swung on and belted to left. It drops. Jess will jog to home. And Roman decides to just chill out at third, and that is going to be a RBI single for Andrew here. And Flame City makes it a 4-2 ball game. Stepping in now is going to be Justine. In the dirt, ball 1. Martinez on deck. Emma in the hole. And then Darren Elder will get us back at the top of the lineup after Emma's turn is up. That one is going to It was popped in the infield, but it drops. And the force out at third is going to make this a 2-out ball game. Or sorry, one out ball game. And Martinez kind of a little bit of an exchange of the bat there between Roman and Joe. It wasn't a very clean exchange at that. Martinez up to bat now, his first attempt of the ball game. 5-2 ball game. Swung on, and that made a pretty noise as that one drops into left center. And Andrew's going to come home. And with that, they cross the plate. So a 6-2 game here. Stepping in now is going to be, I think this is Emma. She is the last batter in the lineup. This will send us back to Darren at the top of the lineup when we conclude this at-bat. Swung on pretty weakly there, just being honest, and it'll be a throw to first. Kind of a, I guess you could probably say that was more of a bunt than a swing, but that does bring home a runner. Sacrifice. Do we even call that a sacrifice bunt? So 2 gone, but a run does score, and that is good enough. It doesn't count as an out on your scorecard, though. It doesn't count as anything as long as you sacrifice it. So I learned that about a couple weeks ago. Swung on and a very pretty crack of the bat and goes through her glove. This will bring Joe home to score. And Elder, he's going for the inside the park home run, and he scores! Inside the Parker for Darren Elder. I believe this should make it a 9-2 ball game if me and the scorer are on the same page. And we are. She changed me and the scorer have been on sync today. So that's good. In the dirt there, ball 1. So technically 2 home runs, one by Parker, one by Elder. And this is Key Elder. That one is perfectly placed for a strike. So a 1-1 count. Swung on and hit out towards center. This one drops and is a base hit for Key Elder. And called safe as she just barely beats out the throw. I didn't even know they were that close to getting her out there. Here comes Brian Parker. Had a home run his last time out, hitting 1 for 1 tonight. A 3-run shot to left. Let's see what he can do here. That one is swung on and hit deep, back, and you can kiss it goodbye. Back-to-back homers for Parker. So that should, if they didn't call that a single, I think that does make this a 10-2 ball game, but judging by how he is jogging back to the dugout, I think that will stand as a home run. Kind of wondering if they nixed that home run rule. And if they did, good riddance. So 10-2, or 11-2. So that one's in the dirt, ball 1. And it's a 9-run ball game here. And that one was lofted to third, and it does go into the glove of Bassey. And that one does retire that one ends the inning, actually. 11-2, Flame City. It was looking pretty scary in that top half of the inning, but 11 runs says about all you needed to know. We'll be right back. Flame City leads here at the end of the first inning, 11-2. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside the ball field complex, inside of near the Hot Springs Fairgrounds. Sorry, the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Witt Field here in Thermopolis, Wyoming, here on the southwest field facing the fairgrounds here in Thermopolis, Wyoming. 11-2 here, Flame City 307 leading here. They got their first win on Thursday against Shaffer Construction. Shaffer is treating this as a kind of a revenge game, but right now not looking good. 11-2 ball game for Flame City in what has been a fantastic batting display in that first inning. Watch Flame City win the championship. This is a hungry team. That one's going to fall into the dirt there, ball one. But this is Flame City, a very hungry team. They had lost 6 in a row, got their first win, and they want more. I mean, once you taste that victory, you never go back. You want more of it. And that one goes right on through the gap, and that is going to be this is looking to be extra bases as he rounds first and goes to second. He slides in, and with that, a sliding double for Riley Shaffer. And once again, the problem with Shaffer is not at the bat at all. It's just his fielding needs a little bit of work here, but he's a very good batter. Probably should just be a designated hitter. In all honesty, they tried putting him out at center field. He has botched one play earlier in the first inning, but that last outing at shortstop was just atrocious for Shaffer. So they're trying him out at center fielder here today, but right now the batting has done pretty well for him up to this point. Swung on, it's Brady foul, and it's going to be 0-2, I believe. 0-2 count here. Brady usually hits pretty well in these games. And swung on and missed, strike 3, and she goes down swinging. One gone here in the top of the second. Stepping in now, it should be Blake. Swung on, and this one is caught as the catcher's going to get to it there. So she gets the pop fly there the infield fly. So 2 gone here at the top of the second, and it's consecutively at that. As Brady goes down swinging, and then Blake pops out at the plate. And now we head to the 11th spot in the lineup as Mandy is up to bat. In the dirt there, ball 1. Mandy looking to get the second hit of the inning here. Swung on and nice hack there, but strike 1. 1-1 count here. And it is getting chillier and chillier as it has lowered 2 degrees since first pitch here. It was 57 to start the game. Now it's 55. And may I remind you, it is mid to late June. I wouldn't be surprised if it's snowing in like Du Bois or Jackson right now with how cold it is right now. And this is like level ground. Swung on and fouled. And that is strike 3. So that will end the top half of the inning. And as the side is retired, Flame City, very good defensive showing so far. Let's see if they can extend on that 11-run first inning. Here we'll be right back. Bottom of the third, coming up when we come back. I'd like to welcome you back inside the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Witt Field. Friendly reminder, if you are a company and would like to sponsor our broadcast, if you'd like to have an advertisement during the dead parts of the stream, as in like intermission periods, so for softball that'd be like in between innings, football it'd be like in between touchdowns or in between quarters or whatever. Or if you'd just like to have a banner ad displayed on the screen somewhere in the corner, just please reach out to me at twobasesportsnetwork@gmail.com, all lowercase, for sponsorship opportunities. Also, for fans, donation can be made through the link in the description. All funds go to help fund internet or whatever if we get a router or something. Swung on and hit toward third. Roman gets on base there. But anyway, funds go to, or the money goes toward equipment and stuff like that. And with football season coming up, it's going to be a pretty good one, traveling to Buffalo this upcoming August. So August 30th, remember that Newcastle football game too. So, we're not really, that game's going to be played in Buffalo. And, got Kemmer and Lyman and stuff like that. A couple of road trips on the schedule for football. So need your support now more than ever. That one's going to be into the dirt there. Ball 1. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Andrew is on deck here. Swung on and made a pretty sound. A line drive right to second. Tries to throw Roman out at first, and he is going to be in there safely. And with that, a great line drive snag. Like I said at the top of the show, the fielders, as we're heading into the late part of the season now, the fielders are getting better and better with their fielding. And, we're seeing a lot of great plays. It's almost like watching like a high school or like an American Legion game almost now, with the fielding. They're doing a very good job. Strike with a perfectly placed pitch down the middle. And that has not been Mary's problem at all, trying to get those pitches down there. She's done incredible with the mound play. Swung on and hit out toward left. That's going to fall in safely. Roman coming into third here. Andrew's going to get the stop sign at second. And with that, a one-out double to put Roman in a position where he could probably score here. Remember, bottom of the second inning, Flame City is batting here. No standardized uniforms, although some people are wearing their uniforms today. And quite frankly, a chilly afternoon here, or evening, as we are starting to get into a period now where the sun is going to start going behind the mountains. It's going to get even chillier. Some players, as you may have noticed, are wearing their sweaters today. 1-1 count here, 1 gone, as she swings and misses. Like I said, some people wearing long sleeves, some people wearing their sweaters, and remember, it's mid-June. Global warming my left foot. Lets that one fall, 2-1 count. And swings and it hits that one to the shortstop, and that's going to roll into the field as Roman comes in to score. So a very good play there as she gets herself into first base. So no outs yet, but the run did score. It's a 10-run ball game. Swing, and that is pop up toward left. And can't get it in. That's a hit. And thrown out at second. So 2 gone. A run comes in to score. So 13-2 here as Andrew takes advantage of the dropped catch. So 2 gone. Sun is disappearing here. I think this is Emma up to bat here. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Not a very powerful swing. And lets that one fall, ball 1. Good eye there. And strike 2. I don't have time to go get my jacket. This is crazy. Swung on, and that one's hit to the pitcher, and she will flip it to first. And that is 3 gone, and that will end the inning. We'll head to the top half of the third. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. like to welcome you back here as we start the top of the third inning. Shaffer Construction versus Flame City. Flame City up by 10 here, or 11. Swung on, and that one's hit into left center. Check that. Actually, don't know who got there. I think that, yeah, it is Bassi, actually. That got himself to first there. He was wearing his long sleeve there, so I didn't get a chance to see. But stepping in now is Sadie, not even wearing a long sleeve, just a full-on sweater. Like I said, mid to late June, and everybody here, except for me, is in their long sleeves, their sweatpants, their coats, whatever. And that's Wyoming for you. Swung on, and she had an eye for it. And she gets there safely. Bassi gets in safely a second as well, as they have a little bit of trouble getting the ball there. Martinez will switch out the softball here. Stepping in now is going to be Dennis. I think he got on base his last time out. Whew. It wouldn't be so bad if the wind chill wasn't so. That one is going to get right on past Andrew, and Bassi's going to come home, and he will come in to score, and that is a 10-run ball game now, as Shaffer Construction now starting to find their groove a little bit on the bats here today. Stepping in now is the pitcher, Mary. Whew. That one's a little bit short, ball one. 55 degrees here in Thermopolis, very unseasonably cold. Swung on, and that one's hit toward Andrew at second. Steps on the bag at out, and a double play to put away two runners there. I think that's the first double play we've seen this season. We don't normally see a double play. They are not usually able to get the runner out at first in time. And here comes Kevin Simpson in the bat, cleanup hitter here. He has inherited a runner at third. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Flings it across to first and drops it. He'll get in safely, and a run will score as Sadie comes in for the fourth run of the ball game. Stepping in now. Stepping in now is Jackie. Sorry. Now that we're in the shade, it's a lot colder. Swung on and hit out toward Andrew, and hit will fall through his glove. And that is going to be safe off the error. So two gone here. Stepping in is Coulter. Might need a warm latte after this.
That would be good. Are you offering? Yep. Okay.
In the dirt, ball one. And that one in the dirt, that one was just a little bit deep, ball two. Not inside of his strike zone there. Two gone here, 2-0 ball game here in the top of the third. Swung on and a grounder to second. It rolls into the gap, and here comes Dennis coming home. He'll get on past the ball, does not get it to the catcher in time, and that is a run scored.
Make her throw it.
13-5 here in this game, here in the top of the third inning. Yeah, this feels, haven't been this cold since I called that Glen Rock game in 2019. That one's into the dirt. Ball 1. Swung on and hit to the pitcher, flips it to first, and that is out, and that will retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Don't go anywhere. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Witt Field in Thermopolis. 13-5, Flame City up. Elder, this one lifted to center, gets out underneath it, and it pops out of his glove. He's going to second. Rounding second, he goes to third, and he comes in safely and a triple. He already had an inside the park home run earlier this game, and he was about to get another, but he gets stopped up at third there off the dropped catch by Dennis. Key Elder stepping in now, batting second in the lineup. And that one is hit, chopped to the pitcher, picks it up, and in time. I think. Yep, in time, and that's an out. So one gone as Elder is going to take the walk of shame back to the dugout. And here comes Brian Parker stepping in now. 2 home runs on the day. And that bat has been that's been his lucky bat today. 2 homers. He had 2 homers in the game either last week or a couple weeks ago. Swung on and belted. This one back, and gone. And I think that's going to be registered as a single. Yep, they didn't get rid of the home run rule. So I'm disappointed, but Elder does come home, so it's still a run on the board for Flame City. A 14-5 ball game as Brian Parker with a well, this is just confusing. Nobody knows what's going on, me included. So they're saying that the runner at third, Elder, was...
Each team will be allowed 2 or more, allowed 2 over the fence home runs.
That's a single. Me and my bro would sit there and she's like,
You only need to touch first base.
I can't believe that actually is true.
Over the fence home run that is a single does not advance if first base is open.
There you go. Okay. All right. Runner's back.
All right, so with that, you heard the rule there probably. And once again, just another reason why this home run rule should probably be axed. But just creating a lot of confusion there. Runners in the corners now. Elder will not be able to advance as the first base was not covered. So with that, runner in scoring position will not advance. So Elder will have to try and rely here on, we'll have to rely on Jess to bring him home here. That one is fouled back and caught by the catcher, so that's 2 gone. Once again, it's not the atmosphere that's bad, it's the wind chill. So with that, we are about 40 minutes or so into the game, so about 20 minutes left until they call it for the time limit. And we are in the bottom of the third inning. Roman up to bat here. Got on base his last time out. Swung on and fouled. That one's going to hit the dirt there. He's going to get another shot here. Lets it fall there inside, ball 2. 2-1 count. And that one's a little bit short of a ball there. Wow, you can actually see the moon. Look at that. So a strike on the board here for Roman, and it's going to be fouled back again. So that's another one on the board. And if I'm 2-2 count. And also 2 outs, so it's 2-2-2. Swung on, and that one is a liner right to Bartholomew. Throws it to second, and Parker is safe. And that is going to be a base hit for Roman there. And if it would have been called out, that probably would have been a fielder's choice. Stepping in will be Kayla. I'm going on a little drive after this. I need to warm up. Feels no different than being in the front seat of my car, so I'm kind of used to this. But a base hit here as Parker is going to come in to score, as that one was lifted into left center, and that is going to be a RBI single as Roman does not go past second. So 15-5 here in the bottom of the third inning. Swung on and belted. This one back, and it's going to go through the glove, and he avoids the home run single. Roman will come in to score, and it rolls to the cutoff man. She's going home. And Kayla, I believe that was, will come in. And we missed the slide into third by Andrew, but he does come in safely, I believe. Well, I mean, if he didn't come in safely, we'd be having we'd have switched sides. So Andrew's safe at third here. 2 runs come in to score. It's 17-5. Swung on and hit to hit to the shortstop. And safe at first. They'll just give it back to the pitcher here. And as a run comes in to score, it'll be 18-5. Joe Martinez coming in. He got on base his last time out. I think it was a single that he got on his last at-bat. Swung on and hit to the left side of the field, and it rolls into the field. And as once again, Bartholomew not able to get a glove on. He's had a couple of mishandled balls here in this game, and it's just Shaffer Construction has had a ton of issues with fielding this season, it seems like. 18-5, Flame City, a 1-6 team. They've had a lot of close games with Shaffer Construction. This is not one of them, and it must feel nice to be on the receiving end of the good fortune for once. Delivers the throw. Bit high. 1-1 count. Somebody's car alarm is going off. We got fans. They're watching from over on the mountain. You could see over there in the camera view. Look on the camera line at first base. You'll see the cars over there. There are fans. They're watching from a distance. It's like watching a 6-man game with the cars in the parking lot just cheering you on. 1-2 count there off the strike don't know if it was a swing or a miss or not.
2-1. 1-2. 1-2.
And 2-2 count as they call the ball. Pretty close call there. Could have been strike 3 right there. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the end of that inning. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. And with that, Flame City extends their lead by a couple of runs, 18-5. We'll be right back. Shaffer Construction is due up when we come back. Well, they're in no hurry to get this game back started as Shaffer is already ready to go. And as the fielders are they're still taking the field here. But we are about 15 minutes left. We're in the final stretch of this game here. And after this, we will have 2 more games to call before the playoffs start next week. Next Thursday, rather, semifinal games. And then July 11th is the championship. Was a little bit deep. I think that was called ball. Shaffer up to bat, by the way. Swung on and missed, strike 1. And Martinez gave him a good pitch. And they got the entire field riled up here. The entire of that. The entirety of the defense here for Shaffer, for Flame City, is just going wild. Swung on and hit to Roman at the third base line, and it's going to be up to first, and it's going to be a pass ball here as Riley Shaffer is going to be free to go to second. He rounds second to go to third. Gives it out to Martinez, and it rolls past him, and Shaffer will stay at third. Still 18-5. And now here comes Brady coming up to bat now. She did not have good fortune in her last at-bat. She got out. 18-5 here, top 4th, none gone. Swing, hits it to second, and Shaffer will come home to score. And safe at first as she can't hold on to the ball. 6-18, 12-point game here. The game is split into 6s here so far on the scoring column. Still really freaking chilly. 56 degrees. It has not dropped a degree this inning, but still feels cold. Might get myself a chai tea or something after this. That one's into the dirt. Ball 1. Swung on and hit. Tries to stop it with his leg there. It rolls into the outfield. Brady gets to second. And Brady gets to second, and Blake will get on to first, which, considering how he popped out in that last inning, is not so bad when you think about it. Sadie back to the top, or sorry, Mandy now to the top of the, or to the 11th spot in the lineup. Whew, I gotta stand up a little bit. One 1-0 count as she takes the pitch there, a little bit too high for Martinez. Swung on and hit into second. It's hit to the second baseman. Andrews got it, flips it to first, and it's going to be out of play there into the backstop. So only one gone after that. Stepping in now is Justin Bassey, the last batter in the lineup here. Ball 1. Swung on, and that one is up in the air and fouled back toward the dugout. Strike 1 on the play. Bassey's already struck out once, I believe. So 1-1. So one's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Swung on and belted. This one and caught! Or at least I think it was, and they throw it to first. And he is safely back into first base. What a catch. It was a diving grab for Elder, and he has easily been the player of the game today with that inside the park home run, and now a diving stop. However, don't discount Parker's technically 3 home runs. Swung on, and that one's fair. Chopped to the left field line. It thrown into first and out. And that one retires the side. We are heading to the bottom of the inning, and we will be right back. It's 18-6 here at the end of the top of the 4th.
Good job, ladies. Good job, ladies.
I'd like to welcome you back for the start of the bottom of the 4th. Swung on for Elder, and it gets into the outfield. And that should be a base hit as he rounds first to go to second, and that is going to be Safin at second. Way to start the bottom of the 4th inning as Elder gets in for the stand-up double. Key Elder coming in now to bat. Sorry, it's dropped a little bit too. Now it's saying 54 degrees here in Thermopolis. It started at about 58. It was comfortable. We were in the sun though. Swung on and hit to second. Flips it to not Gerber. Simpson to first. Sorry about that. Thinking about the KDNO football lineup. I'm very sorry about that. There's 2 Kevins in this town, and he's one of them, so I'm very sorry about that. Imagine if Kevin Gerber was playing, though. I'm sure he'd just whip everybody's butt. 18-6 here still as Shaffer Construction has managed to get one out, and Flame City with the pop-up, and Bartholomew not able to get a glove on it, so Parker is in for the RBI, and Elder will get in to score the run. He scored a couple today. Inside the park home run, and now he's got himself 2 other runs off of RBIs. Swung on and hit to left field. 19-6. Well, the silver lining for me is we are reaching close to the end of the game, about 5 or so minutes. So if I can just survive about 10 minutes, I can go home and not freeze to death.
Hey, before this game's over, you gotta write down your stuff. I forgot it. You gotta write it down for me.
I don't even have a pen. I'm sorry. I don't have a pen.
All the electronics, you ain't got a pen?
I don't got a pen, no. Shit. Oh, man. Oh, swung on and fouled back. So 0-1 count as Roman is in for, I believe this is his third at-bat of the game. He's had a pretty good, got on bases last time out. He's been on base, I think, both times. And a called strike as they are able to get a good pitch there. Mary, just a fantastic arm on her there. Swung on, and that one is hit towards the second baseman, and it goes on past him. Stays in the dirt, and here comes Parker stealthily coming into home. And we are now into the 20s here on the scoring card. The most I've ever seen in a game is 31, so let's see if they can get to that. Probably not because of the time limit, but the time and the run limit. Strike called there. Pretty good pitch. 0-1 count. Mary's had a very good day at the mound. We've said that plenty of times today, but she's just been doing really well. Outside pitch, ball one. It's a 1-1 count. Swung on, and that one is hit to Bartholomew. He fields it, and he is going to flip it. And I don't even know what to call that. Safe, as it does get out of her glove, but she did technically kind of tag her. I guess it doesn't matter if you don't have control of the ball, but at least it's clearer than the NFL's catch rules. 20-6. So she will get in safely to third, and had the third baseman held on to the ball, probably would have been tagged out. Swung on and crack of the bat into the outfield, and Andrew is going to get the RBI single. Very good at bat there. My hands are numb. This is not good. Justine stepping in now for her at bat. Swung on and fouled. Got to give her credit for going at that. She liked what she saw, and she had contact, even if it wasn't much. Swung on and hit to Bartholomew, and he's going to make the run to third. Safe. So he thought he had the force out, but there was nobody. Think about a force out. There has to be a guy on the bag behind you, on the bag you're trying to run to for the force out. So kind of knew that one was going to be called safe. A very good call by the umpire, but Bartholomew thought he was going to get the force out call there, and he didn't. Good effort either way, though. Got to appreciate the effort. Into the dirt there, ball one. And the stream has crossed the hour mark, but I'm not so sure about the clock here. Should be the last inning here. Swung on and belted into center. Drops, and that will bring in a run. Andrew will get the stop sign at third, and we got runners in the corners. I believe Justine came in for the run. I think those lead to sewers. And with that, stepping in. It's only one gone here, 22-4 or 22-6. And a soft hit to second, flips it to second for the force out. And one run will score while another is taking the walk of shame to the dugout. 24-6 here. She's going to throw home, and that is going to be out of his glove. And that is actually a time that they called there, so that is not going to count, but a very good one indeed. Thought she could get the heads up there. So 24-6 on the board here as two runs came in on that last play. Thought it was going to be 25-6 after that. Okay, so the umpires have said it. The top of the fifth will be the last half inning. We might as well.
It's 15 after 5.
Right. Well, now we're just getting to the fifth.
Just going to
Yes, they got one more. They have the bat. They have the bat. They have the bat.
So with that, we are going to just stay. We might as well just stay with you on the air here. And we are heading to the final half inning. The umpires have called it. This is going to be the top of the fifth will be the last one. Shaffer Construction has to get something here. And it's kind of looking unlikely. I'm just going to be quite frank. It is I think, a 18-point ball game. So any run that they made, that they should have done that 2 innings or 3 innings ago. I mean, this has just been out of control. And Shaffer Construction is going to lose 5 games in a row unless a miracle happens. Even then, there's a run limit, so they're probably 10 kinds of screwed here. And stepping in now for Shaffer will be Dennis. Like we said, this will be the last half inning. Swung on, and that one is popped up and gets under it, and an out. So 1 gone. A third of the way there to putting this game away. Shaffer Construction probably not playing with much moxie here in this half inning. And here comes the pitcher, Mary, up to bat. She's good on the mound. She's good at the batter's box. She's good on the bases. What can't this woman do? She's been a very vital part of this team here in this part of the lineup. Swung on and hit to left, and this one is going to drop near Elder. So a base hit for Mary, and that will bring Kevin Simpson, the cleanup hitter, in with a 1-out single for Mary. And with that, a pinch runner is coming in. It looks like Sadie's going to come in to pinch run for Mary. She doesn't usually run the bases. I don't think so. Stepping in is Kevin Simpson. Delivers. And behind him there, it's going to be ball 1. Simpson has kept a ton of discipline with these kinds of pitches. He did get out his last at-bat, though. Not saying it's been perfect, but he's done pretty well. Swung on and hit to left. And that's another base hit. Simpson this time on the scorecard with a 1-out single. And that is going to put Sadie into scoring position, the pinch runner. Jackie up to bat now. 5th in the lineup here. Swung on and hit to Andrew. Flips it to, or no, he wanted to flip it to second. And safe on both sides, and the bases are loaded. It's basically just for fantasy points at this point. 24-6 still Flame City. Although it's going to change into a football. Well, it's already a football score here on the softball field. 24-6. Swung on and belted. Left. Gets under it and caught. And a runner tag it up to home. And Sadie will come in to score with a 2-out sacrifice. So the sac fly to left. Elder got under it and made the catch. It's a football score here in this ball game, 24-7. Two gone here. Down to our last out here in the ball game. In the dirt, ball 1. And overthrown. I am packing up as fast as I can as soon as this game is done. That one is hit on a ground to Roman and try to go for the tag, and he is safe. Wait, what? And that is the 3rd out. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So second win of the game here, or second win of the season for Flame City. They advanced to 2-6. Shaffer Construction on a 5-game losing skid, and I think this will put Flame City into second place in the standings, second seed heading into the playoffs. Like we said, this game had playoff seeding implications, and this is a very good game all around for both teams. And well, Flame City did pretty well. They advanced to 2-6 and a chance to take the second seed. Shaffer Construction falls to 2-5, and that will be it for our coverage here today. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We'll be back on Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. as Wyoming Gas has their doubleheader. We'd like to thank everybody for watching. I'm going to get off the air and go home. We'll be right back on Thursday. Final score of this one, 24-7.